some new projects. So let's go. Sorry, it was a bit emotional question for me, so I spent too much time on it. Let's go to another one, please.
Could you maybe elaborate a little bit and talk about those projects that are on the map now? Or is it the secret now and we'll talk about it later?
I don't know if there will be some questions. I will answer, of course, because I already saw some questions from community, from our community managers about UBPay functions and service, about exchange. But let's continue to let's return to this question after when we will answer our major part of questions, and if there will be some room for okay.
So the next question was related to UBIX Exchange. There were a lot of questions asking about this project and when is it going to be launched and what's going on with this project. And also there was a question, how will the shares will be distributed between investors?
Mm-hmm. So it's quite a big question, because I should explain what's going on right now with exchange and with tokens and tokenomics and future distribution, right?
Yeah.
So, actually, when Tasha joined us, I will be absolutely open and honest. Tasha changed a lot, and she wanna change a lot. She doesn't like a lot of things in our content, in websites, in products. So we really change. We will change a lot in projects from marketing and market positioning, about selling points, to focus on our features, and we are changing a lot in UBIX Exchange as well. You can comment as well, of course, Tasha.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, actually, I wanted to talk about marketing a little as well, because you guys asked a lot of questions about marketing. Where is marketing? What's going on with marketing? So the thing is that when I came to the project, I didn't realize that there are so many things that need to be changed. So at this point, I'm mostly focusing on fixing the doorway of the project, which is, in my opinion, the website. I'm pretty sure that you agree with me. So we're fixing the messaging, we're fixing the structure of the websites, we're fixing the design as well. And once all of this is done, so it's kind of like a phase of the project for the newcomers, we can focus on lead generation, and we'll be working on listing the project, etc., and the PR as well. Everything of that, I mean, everything that you mentioned in your questions, like PR and listing and exchanges. I don't know what else you mentioned. Well, everything will be considered later, once we're done with the ground of the project. Once we're done with setting all this like fundamental stuff to launch the marketing itself, that will be done. It takes some time. And it's not only me who is doing that. There's a huge team behind me. So once we're done, there will be a better plan, I guess. Well, not a better plan, but I mean, there will be a go-to-market plan. Currently, we're only focusing on this stuff. And once it's done, we'll be doing the next stuff. So step by step, I know that you've been waiting a lot already, but no, trust me, the good stuff takes time. So I believe that you know that already.
I saw some question about time frame. I just want to comment from my side that Tasha is extremely active and already finished several really huge documented changes to UBIX network, Sun and Notary, and finalizing UBIX exchange website, not only website, but different public materials like our wiki documentation, our social media pages, and so on. So this is quite a complex thing, and but you know, if you join to some new project, you need several weeks just to learn more about and dive in different things, and just to learn about your new place. But after 2 weeks, Tasha already finalized a lot of job, and now our other guys and girls, they are preparing changes. Already changed some content, but a lot of things we are waiting in just in the coming days and coming weeks. So okay, Tasha, please, I interrupted you. Please continue. So
yeah, no, that's fine. Actually, I've said everything that I wanted, and there was also a question. Yeah, like when to expect the news, the marketing news. So I will be keeping you posted. But guys, it takes time, and unfortunately, marketing is something that you cannot actually plan, because it not only depends on me, and yeah, well, we're working hard. Just that's all I can say here.
And I need to answer this question because sorry, here I have to comment about to show you picture in general in big scale. But in big scale, I want to continue because in addition to focus on marketing and PR and promotion, we are hiring and we are extending our team right now with product management, product developers, and we have already interviewed several candidates, and I really hope that I will introduce a new team member really soon. So I just want to explain that in addition to PR and marketing, we reorganize all things related with products, because you know, our main part of our team are developers and technically skilled specialists. But we are started when we started to launch commercial products. We faced with new tasks and new problems. So of course, we are not a specialist in marketing, so that's why we increasing our marketing team. But in addition to marketing, we expanded our product management, and I think there will be new specialists and new guys. And of course, but it's just a question of time. I hope we will solve this issue really soon. So about returning to question. about the distribution. So we have the same approach. Nothing has been changed at all. So we have some tokens reserved for funding. We just need to, one of our main tasks right now is to review all together with our marketing guru and with our new guys from product development team, review all of these projects. And we will make some changes in our funding plans. Some of projects, for example, like UBIX, it was already, it's been already developed, and I don't see any. Maybe we will add some features, and we will need some funding, but I don't think it will be necessary, or maybe just in some small part. In UBIX Exchange, in other projects, maybe there will be some additional rounds. But all these tokens reserved for funding, they will never receive any rewards. And when we will when we will finalize a funding plan, we will burn unnecessary tokens. It's just a general approach for all sandbox projects. So let's return. Our plan is to review our funding plan. If there will be some necessary to, if we will need some additional funding, we will leave some tokens for future rounds. But all tokens which will not be needed for funding, they will be burned. Okay.
Well, thank you. That actually answered a few questions, not even one. But we received a few questions regarding those projects anyway. So yeah, thank you for that reply. There were also questions regarding Dubai, if we are participating in the event. They will take place in October, but I believe we're not doing that just because of the team regrouping. And we're focusing on the inner stuff now, and we will switch to PR once that is done, right?
Yes, it was quite a busy time last months, but we have some meetings, and we will join some events in October, in November. I have some invitations from exchanges we are discussing our listings and so on. Because actually, I don't like crypto events at all, because usually they are useless if you have no plan, no meetings you prepared before the event. Because in other case, it's just a wasting of time. And I would prefer more some specialized exhibitions, like events like in investments in KYC, in investments company, in brokers, because there we will find real clients. We don't need some fake partnerships and so on. So we are looking for clients from real business. And we are focused now in investment company, in forex brokers, in KYC providers, in diploma verifications. So we are trying to keep our focus. It could be interesting just to add some new contacts to your network, and I will try to visit and to meet some, to take some part in such meetings. So at least I have 2 invitations, so I will join meetings and I will share some photos with you. Just wait a bit. Okay, but actually Dubai is it was a very good solution to move to Dubai, because Dubai is starting to be a new crypto valley, and I see a lot of new companies. They are moving to Dubai. I mean, like exchanges, like funds, investors. You know, in February, in March, new regulation started in United Emirates, very crypto friendly. By the way, in our free zone started to issue crypto licenses, and we are looking for receiving such license in the future. So it's a very comfortable place doing business in crypto here. Not only because of events and active place for different exhibitions and so on. So actually, let's go to, I think there are a lot of questions we should answer.
There was a question about the current market conditions. People are saying that they create uncertainty and increase the level of vulnerability that scares investors. So maybe you can share your insights and your ideas on how to deal with these effects.
You know, we started our project in around 6 years ago. So we saw much more difficult and tough times, and for us, it's nothing. I don't see any serious at all. We are really good prepared for crypto winter or something like that, because we accumulated enough resources to pay salaries, pay for servers, for software and so on. So we don't worry at all. Absolutely. Yes, it will be nice to have a bull market, of course, but there are some advantages in bear market, because it's much more easy to find good developers, and it's a good time to develop, to find a market fit, to finalize your products and so on. Because if you will survive in bear market, you will have a really huge success during when we will see only green candles on the markets. So I don't see any problems, and we had much more tough times a few years ago when there was a real crypto winter, and we learned lessons, and we have reserves and so on. So everything is fine. Okay, don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Actually, there is a question about the document uploaded, but I think they're talking about silent notary. When you get this notarization, where do you store the document that is uploaded to silent notary? Do we use some private servers or how do we do that? I don't know if you can reply that.
It's not a okay. Let's talk about it a bit. We use a standard cloud service for now, because we have no we have not too much it's just a tiny amount of documents we are storing right now. So we are not worrying about space we use and so on. We have some plans to move to decentralized storage, like storage or based, or even we have some ideas about using decentralized storage protocols, but for now it's not the problem, and we are not focused on on this side. We use Google or Amazon's clouds with all data, of course. We use cryptography to protect data, so it's not a problem at all. Our main focus is to find and to make a good product right now. All things like storage, like network issues and something like that, it's not our priority at the moment. So we use the most efficient way. We just use the easiest solution. But when we will have some additional time and resources, we will make some new adjustments and we will move to some decentralized service.
About the UBIX, do you have any dates when it will be released, and well, how it's going to work?
UBIX is already working. Maybe could you check? Maybe it was a question about exchange or some other service, because UBIX is already released. It's been released.
Yeah, no, the question was actually about UBIX, and I was thinking, yeah, it's released. I don't know why you ask, but yeah.
No, maybe just a moment. Maybe I just make some assumptions. Maybe there was about it was about staking tokens like UBIX exchange and UBIX in this service. So if we have not a plan, just we already developing this feature, because our goal is to make payments on all our services, for all our services, make payments daily without any delays, without any days of distribution and so on. So, we already discussed that our general approach is to distribute all rewards daily from all services, from UBIX, from UBIX exchange, from silent notary, and so on. But we have one problem. If we will distribute using network and real transactions, we will have to pay quite a lot and quite a lot of fees just to pay for transactions, and we will add a lot of unnecessary transactions to network. So we decided to use already developed mechanism developed in UBIX to distribute daily these rewards between users. But there will be transactions there will be some transactions in network only when they will then we will withdraw some amount from service. Just like you use when you use a UBIX stake. You have only 2 transactions: when you deposit and second one when you withdraw your funds from service. And in addition, additional feature is to use received rewards for staking and so on. So it will be immediately added to your deposit, and you will receive additional funds and additional rewards. So it should be quite comfortable and easy to use. We are waiting for our developers. At least all front end is already it have been already developed, and our guys already tested it, and it's quite easy and clear. We are waiting for our guys from backend. They will develop some features in rewards distribution, and I think we will see a daily distribution soon. So maybe they will be quite small amounts, but you will see them daily, and you will control, you will check. Actually, in general, if you will change the scale, there are 2 approaches. We can make a standard, like in real in standard economy. For example, if you buy some shares, you will receive some. You will wait for some dividends. You will receive them every 3 months, 6 months, or every 12 months, every year, annually. But during this period, you have to control, to learn more about company, about reports, about market state, and so on, so on, so on. We found a new solution. If you distribute online all rewards and dividends, you have online control. So if you see some changes, for example, if rewards increased or decreased, you will react immediately. You will check, answer questions. You will see it's just an immediate response, and you will feel state and current situation and current progress just online. So every day payment basis is very important. It's just a shift and changing model of changing way of how you control your investments. So it's not just for fun. It's very important in general. So I'm sorry. Let's go to another questions.
I think we can. It's been 45 minutes already. I think we can round up for today and leave the rest questions for next time, if that's fine with you, Max.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Actually,
anyway,
we can schedule next meeting in coming days. Let's discuss and let's choose a date and time. We can organize our next MA session not only after 1 week, but maybe in a couple of days.
earlier, yeah,
We'll discuss and make announce and to inform our community about our plans.
Yeah, but I think we replied the most common questions that they were coming up in the community on a daily basis.
Okay.
Right. Thank you very much, Max.
Thanks all for joining our MA session, and I hope next time there will be no kids.
Yeah, I think that I'll fix the restrictions, and yeah, it will be.
No, it was funny, but I found that it will be we should think about to organize a real meeting. But of course, we should ban some guys who will interrupt and who will have a bad behavior. But it will be really interesting just to have a live talk with guys, with our community. Let's think about it, because we already tried, and maybe it will be interesting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.